Aiden was a player because there's one he died. Yeah. Yeah. Not gonna happen.
Mr. Foreman, you
Look
have
at
been
it.
called before this assembly of the College of Physicians to answer the charge of practicing medicine without a medical license. What have you to say in your defense? Would you deny practicing medicine, sir?
Why, no, I would not deny it. My practice is well known.
And here we go.
Indeed, since I helped cure the plague of '92 with my strong water.
Then you admit you have committed this most grievous offense.
Well, 'tis true I'm not technically licensed, but I fail to see how.
You fail to see? Then permit me to enlighten you, sir.
Oh, here we
A
go.
medical license assures the residents of London that a physician has the necessary education and skill to treat them. By practicing without qualification, you have not only broken the law, you have endangered the lives of your patients. Indeed, we have received reports that a man by the name of Nicholas Mugg, a wig maker of Silver Street, has lately died under your care.
No.
Aye, well, that was most lamentable, but not my fault, sir. Mr. Mugg took a far greater dose of my strong water than I advised him to. He chose the dosage himself. In truth, one might say that the cause of death in this instance was, well, Nicholas Mugg practicing without a medical license.
Touché.
Silence, Mr. Foreman! Your impudent japery may well be suffered by your patients, but it will not be tolerated here.
I do apologize, Mr. Smith.
Besides the death of this patient, we have gathered ample evidence of your malpractice, Mr. Foreman. Indeed, we have had this illegal operation of yours under observation for quite some time.
I imagine.
'Twas you, Riccardo Ferraro, the merchant from Venice. All along he was you, Richard Smith, the Queen's royal physician. Then I take it, Mr. Smith, you were unsatisfied with the medical care I gave you?
Sir, we are well aware of your occult practices.
Occult practices?
What you
What?
so boldly call medical care was naught but advice conjured up by means of dark magic.
That's
You
not.
have no understanding of physic or astrology.
But my knowledge of both physic and astrology is unparalleled.
If that is so, then doubtless you will happily submit to having your knowledge examined before this assembly.
Sure. Fuck. Oh shit. I'm gonna cheat a little. I'm gonna search for it. The sun. Men are from women are from beans. Phlegm is cold and moist. We show all the prairie pots. Scorpio. Ooh.
Silence! Simon Foreman, it is apparent your answers were given to you by demon spirits that you with under the table. Constable, shackle this man and take him from hence to jail.
But, sir, this is most unjust.
The demons are.
Pray
We are
afford
the
me
demons.
chance to unhand me, you rogue.
We are the rogue that told. Sir, I have been informed that I have secured your release from jail by way of my friendship with Mr. Maud Smith, wife of the President of the College of Physicians. We have contributed to have her husband believe that you enjoy the favor of John Whitgift, the Archbishop of Canterbury, and that the Archbishop plans to grant you a medical license. But as well, you be free for this. Our rules will not be held for long, for much as the college is tends to write to the Archbishop to warn him that you are a charlatan and urge him not to grant you a license. Your mutual friend, Alice Blade. Aww. Oh, and then she's back. Okay.
Good day, Mistress Blagg. Before we start, I must thank you for having used your influence to help me resolve my recent difficulties.
Say nothing of it. Those doctors and their College of Physicians. Naught but a band of piss-pot sniffing bullies, so they are. Besides, I needed you out of prison so that you might read the stars for me.
Okay.
I see. And what would you have me advise you on?
What knew you of Richard Bancroft, the Bishop of London?
Not much, in truth. But I did attend the Easter service at St. Paul's. I found the bishop's sermon on the virtues of chastity and abstinence most compelling.
Nope.
Why? You know him well?
Not very well as yet. I was seated beside him at an Episcopal dinner Saturday last.
Okay.
We discoursed a while. Bishop Bancroft is a most charming man. But there was a moment when we did both reach for the brandy decanter. Our eyes met and well,
Oh no.
I felt something.
Not like this.
'Twas a spark between you and the bishop? You felt a certain frisson in the air?
Nay, I felt a certain hand up my skirts, more like.
Oh shit.
His Grace put his hand up your skirts. Madam, may I say how...
Save your congratulations, Foreman. The bishop's not in the bag yet. Hence why I am come to you. Now that I have piqued his interest, I would have the stars tell me how to secure it.
Then you wish to pursue an amorous affair with Bishop Bancroft. But what of your husband, Dean Blagg?
Oh, do not speak to me of my husband.
Yeah.
Thomas Blagg is not fit to secure his wife's future. He is not fit for many of his marital duties, truth be told. But you did warn me of Blagg's financial ruin, and for that I am grateful.
Forsooth, I am glad I was able to be of service to you, Mistress Blagg.
Speaking of such, let us press on with this day's readings, if you please.
Of course.
Of course, let us consult the stars.
Please tell
How
us.
may Mistress Blagg secure the lasting affections of Richard Bancroft, the Bishop of London?
Yeah. Read the stars. If Ali changes her approach and circumstance good and use of aid her health plans, Alice's chances of Roman success will be enhanced if she adopts a quiet and moral demeanor. The responsible things to do would tell us that some hard truths and first times. Her reaction to this hour might be unpredictable. Engaging in sin will go against Alice Christian's instinct. Alice is being with her husband's legacy. She would commit adultery with the bishop while he is away from home. She would tell him that she is his child. Done. Apoya.
The stars suggest a most ingenious plan for ensnaring the bishop, Mistress Blagg.
Oh, verily?
Aye, 'tis most cunning. First, you must offer him your tender favors, and then, several weeks following this encounter, you must go to him and tell him you are with child. If the bishop be a man of sentiment, the news will doubtless make him feel bound to you.
I own that such a ruse could work. 'Tis hardly ingenious, though, is it? Half the mothers in London give their daughters such advice.
Do they indeed? Well, there is more. The stars suggest you will find occasion for such an encounter while the bishop is away from home on business. Mayhap you arrange a discreet assignation for his next visit to the Archbishop's palace in Lambeth.
Well, my honour, that is not a bad idea. In sooth, I think it may do very well. For as 'tis oft said, that which does occur at Lambeth Palace does bide at Lambeth Palace.
Indeed. How very intriguing. Pray tell me of these goings-on at Lambeth Palace.
Here we go. Lambert Palace. The coito post costo. Miss Bashu. Let's see what we're gonna get. Show. Like the real deal here on the real game is just the people that sing. That's it.
Good day, sir, and well met. Pray tell, did you secure the hand of the golden-haired maiden?
Yea, verily I did. 'Twas through luck alone, for though your advice to impress her with jewels and manly pursuits was most excellent wise, she took ill against me.
Aw.
She even called me a peacocking bear botherer. Luckily, her father shares my love of rough sports and was greatly impressed by my semblance of wealth. He promised me her hand in marriage, and I was made the happiest of men.
Okay.
Then I
so-
must congratulate you on your forthcoming nuptials. Will you be having a summer wedding, or...?
Congratulate me? Do not congratulate me, Foreman, for I am the unhappiest of men.
God damn it.
It was but a day after our engagement was announced that my love became afflicted with the smallpox. Naturally,
course.
I was all a terror. Would she perish? So wretched was I with fear, I almost died of fright.
Oh no.
Naturally. Smallpox is a most terrible disease. I intend to write a small treatise on the subject.
But then, alas, fate struck the cruelest of blows upon my soul.
You should die.
verily. Poor girl. May she rest in peace. Or re-squeeze in pace, as we Latins call
Please
it.
squeeze
What?
in patch.
Nay, death would have been a mercy. For once cured, the maid arose from her sickbed bearing hideous scars. Her
Okay.
once fair cheeks, thus so cratered, to make the very moon wane with envy.
I see. And now you wish to extract yourself from your engagement, I presume.
Naturally. But her brother and father are fearsome men with a taste for rough sports, and her mother's tongue is as sharp as a barber's blade. I worry that my breach of promise may be taken ill.
Then let me see if I may fathom the family's reaction from the stars.
Oh god damn
What
it.
will become of breaking your engagement to this once fair, now pox-scarred maid?
You're so shallow, it's not even funny. It will be intended to seek resolution of foreign God's punishment is on the way, with Neptune and Mars bringing confusion to war. Neptune suggests confusion represents war. Moor's breach promise bears a sudden change of fortune, his death. The maiden's father, being careless of legacy, indeed was most careless to him betrothed to such a mumpet snatch grabber. Wow, snatch grabber. No matter bird the dissolution were given with quite grace, Moore has cause for hope regarding the old boy's forgiveness. Responsibilities. I really do think that he's gonna die because of the rough sports thing. But man, no, here we go.
The stars suggest you have much to fear from this family. Aye, you must flee England at once. For according to my precise calculations, based on the current alignment of the planets, let me see now. Yes, you will be branded a cock-born, snatch-grabbing knave of the lowest order, who deserves to be disemboweled with a pudding spoon.
Yes.
That is, if I'm not mistaken. And not even God is on your side, for it is his plan that you may be dragged into a foggy-headed confusion so as to render you defenseless against the family's dark intentions.
Oh no.
Oh, good sir. You must heed my warning and never show your face in London lest
Run
you
away.
be set upon most violently.
God's blood! I must flee England's shores and never show my face, you say? But whither shall I go? Hold, I have it. Be it not carnival season in Venice, when citizens do hide their faces behind masks,
Probably.
and with such style. I thank you, Foreman, for you have been most helpful.
There you go.
I must fly at once to my tailor to be measured for the latest Venetian fashions.
Go. John Whitgift. Okay. Ooh, he's the Archbishop. That was kind of cool.
Ho! Ho there! Be there anyone at home?
Is it? By the saints, 'tis none other than Archbishop John Whitgift. Your Grace, I am most honoured by this most unexpected visit.
Truly, 'tis most unexpected, as I just so happened to be passing by.
Oh, qué casualidad.
Indeed, I was riding by in my carriage when I found myself struck ill.
Of course.
My chaplain did suggest I take rest at the nearest residence, which did so happen to be this small dwelling. Forsooth, these rooms have the look of a physician's consulting chambers.
They do.
Mayhap you are a doctor? If that be true, then praise be to God for this happy coincidence.
A most fortunate coincidence indeed. I am Simon Foreman, a doctor of astrology and physics. At your service, Your Grace.
Well then, Dr. Foreman, was it?
Yes.
Perchance you will tell me what ails me. I feel a kind of pain and heaviness in my side, and I know not if this be related, but my skin has of late become most unattractive in appearance.
Pain in the right side of the body and sourness of the skin.
Her Majesty did remark upon it most wittily the other day at a meeting of the Privy Council. Your face does serve as a warning to us all, Archbishop.
Her Majesty the Queen.
Nice.
A moment, if I may, Your Grace, while I consult the stars. What does cause the suffering of His Grace, the Most Reverend John Whitgift, the Archbishop of Canterbury?
Yeah. Become yellow in color. Give opinion on sensation of the body. The gens can be control and sleep is going to come to go to the spark. Jaundice. Yeah.
You are afflicted with jaundice, Your Grace. Yellow bile has seeped into your skin, causing it to become yellow-hued in appearance.
'Tis the jaundice, is it? I see.
Pray, have a servant boil this pouch of herbs in water. The liquor is to be injected up the fundament once each day. It should draw the collar away from your skin and into your bowels. William!
Excellent. I will have my chaplain see to it. My. Who do we have here?
Before you take your leave, Your Grace, I would have my manservant William let blood from your right arm.
Indeed. Very well.
Oh no.
Before you depart, Your Grace, perchance I might trouble you with a request of my own.
Good day, sir. My chaplain will settle payment with you anon.
Oh no. Holy shit, that was a lot. Oh, we're gonna get screwed over.
Good day, my lord, and well met. Indeed, methinks I have not seen your lordship since last year, afore you set off with Sir Walter Raleigh to capture those Spanish treasure ships.
Ah, yes. Doubtless you heard what became of that expedition. The town criers called it Raleigh and Essex's gold piracy fail, declaring it the biggest balls-up since the English Armada.
Aye, 'twas most ill-mannered of them, if I may remark.
It is all Raleigh's fault, of course. But when I revealed that I had gotten our navigational directions from you, he had our men turn the fleet around and sail in the opposite direction. 'Twas his navigation that got us lost. Our ships ended up becalmed in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, leaving England undefended.
Yes.
Who is the beef-headed chudlord now, eh, Raleigh?
Well, indeed.
Of course, Raleigh refuses to apologize, and we are no longer on speaking terms.
Oh well.
Alas, 'tis most lamentable you were unable to use the directions I gave you. Well now, how may I assist you this day?
I would have you tell me how I might regain the favor of the Queen. Indeed, it is strange she has not yet gotten over her displeasure, for the incident did occur many months ago. And we had every intention of returning her warships, filled to the brim with gold, I might add, Besides, how in the devil's name were we supposed to know the King of Spain would choose that very same month to invade England?
Spies.
I have not the power to predict the future.
Well, nay, but I have, my lord. If you had asked me to.
Verily, 'tis not to be borne. Only last week at a meeting of the Privy Council, during a minor disagreement regarding the Catholic rebellion in Ireland, she called me an impudent lord-splainer, whereupon she rose from her chair and molly-whopped me in the face.
Okay.
I half drew my sword upon her.
You mean the Queen?
Aye, indeed. Her behaviour was most shocking. I even asked the royal physician whether she may have lost her mind. She is, after all, most elderly. But Mr. Smith assures me she is in very fine health and is in full control of her faculties.
I don't know.
Her Majesty's behavior is a mystery indeed, although mayhap it should not surprise us. A man's reason is oft insufficient to fathom the workings of the feminine mind, and, in such cases, he may have little choice but to call upon divine wisdom. To wit, let us see what the stars can tell us. What must Lord Devereux do to regain the Queen's favour?
I am one away to get his recommendations. So. The Lord should not act in haste. He should make an intelligent suggestion on a military government in a foreign country. The Lord should assume a position of authority in keeping his right breath of the realm. Well, show the Queen his loyal man to does his duty. Should pretend to be in love with the Queen. Ambitions make sure that he is gentle. May reverse his changeful, but turn his working with the Queen to a sexual one. No, I think, you know, take over another country.
To regain the Queen's favour, you must demonstrate your fealty to her. Your loyalty as a peer of the realm who sits on her Privy Council. To this end, the stars suggest you offer to lead a military campaign to put down this Catholic rebellion in Ireland. Your lordship is, after all, a great military leader. What better man for such a task than the hero of Cadiz?
Verily, 'tis no ill idea. 'Tis no ill idea at all. Yes, indeed, I shall offer to put down the Irish.
No, don't put down the
Forsooth,
Irish.
How
The Irish are
difficult
kind
could
of
such
cool.
a mission be? I shall quickly defeat those fen-sucking muck savages and be back
Oh,
home
no.
by Christmas.
That's-
Huzzah!
Huzzah! Godspeed, my lord.
Don't. But the Irish are not that way. Yeah. We got the letter. Oh, goddammit, Pain. It makes me sick too. Punch him in the fa la 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 la.
Good day, Mistress Payne. How may I help you this day?
Blessed day, Dr. Foreman. I am just come from taking my niece to visit Rochester Cathedral. Thomas Blogg is the cathedral's dean, I believe. Know you of Dean Blogg?
I know something of him.
Verily, that man is a model to us all. Under his stewardship, the cathedral's decadent furnishings have been stripped away. He has even replaced the silver candlesticks with pewter. Such pious modesty in the sight of God.
Because he's selling it.
Indeed. How very interesting. And godly, yes. But what is it that brings you this day?
Before I begin upon my business, Dr. Foreman, I must insist you acknowledge your failings. You were most wrong to frighten me with these notions of England being invaded by the Spanish.
Okay.
Yes, that. Though, to be fair, I do not think anybody could have predicted the storm that sunk the Spanish ships. It was most unexpected.
And we must give thanks to God for the divine vengeance he wrought upon the heretics. I did hear that by morning our beaches were verily littered with the corpses of Spanish sailors.
Not like that.
Praise be to the Lord, his glory to behold.
Yes, praise be. But all the same, you seem anxious this day, Mistress Payne. What is troubling you?
Indeed, I am troubled, Dr. Foreman. I fear for the Queen's health. Everyone is saying that as she is exceeding old, she is soon to die.
Yes, I quite understand your feelings, madam.
Okay.
And how we love our good Queen Bessie. Long may she reign.
Queen Bessie.
But will she? That is the question, is it not? For she cannot live forever, and when at last she does expire, we shall be stricken with such lamentation and grief.
Mayhap you, but not I. Elizabeth Tudor is naught but a sceptred whore, but still a
Wow.
whore who presides over the Church of England and keeps Rome at bay. And
The
without
Tudors.
an heir, who knows what manner of foreigner may succeed her when she dies? For all we know, he may flood the land with foul popery.
Foul popery? I take it you do not care for dried floral arrangements.
No,
But
she
madam,
refers
surely
to
fresh flowers are more customary
the
at
Pope.
royal funerals.
Did you not heed me, Mr. Foreman? I wish to know whether the English throne is safe from a Catholic successor.
Ah, yes, of course. Then let us consult the stars. Is our Queen's long reign in danger of ending soon? And if so, do we risk a Catholic succeeding her to the throne?
After Henry, they did. The Queen is in love, and expects will bring renewed life to the Tudor royal line. The Queen's legacy is saving. If she dies, she will be head of the Church of England and the Anglican faith. Yes, she does. Cooperation offered by foreign country was not. It will seem the double King James of Scotland. Bonds between nations will be created to disrupt the violence and story will be imposed as a result. The Queen's legacy, if she dies, so will remain head of the Church of England. Yep.
The Queen's prognosis is good, madam. God will ensure she remains in health for some years yet. And when at last Her Majesty does expire, whomever succeeds her will happily take his place at the head of the Church of England. I may assure you that England will not revert its allegiance to the Church of Rome.
Yep.
Praise be! To know that England shall remain safe from Satan's earthly servants
Oh,
is well
God
indeed.
damn it.
Fare you well, and may God give you a blessed day, Dr. Foreman.
What's the big health against? The weather is lovely this day. May have I take my niece to the new cockpit in Vox. She does love to see the cocks. God damn it. Hey, Whitgift is coming back. Hi, Derek Bishop. He's coming for the manservant. They're all singing. The singing is just getting
Good
to
day
me.
and well met, Lord Archbishop. What a pleasure it is to welcome your grace once more to my humble
Kick in for
consulting
William.
chambers. Do you ail of something, sir?
Nay, I am in good health. I am come for information. That is, I am come for an astrological reading
Oh, do you not
concerning
sing?
one of my deans, Thomas Blagg, the Dean of Rochester Cathedral.
That guy is dead.
I hear you are acquainted with him, are you not?
That guy is
Yes,
screwed.
so please your grace. I am honoured to say that Dean Blagg is one of my querents.
I see. What a remarkable coincidence. Then you may know that Dean Blagg has been petitioning me to promote him to the rank of bishop.
Oh no.
Specifically to grant him the vacant seat of the bishopric of Salisbury. I wonder if you, that is, if the stars and planets and so forth, might tell me if there be any reason why Thomas Blagg might not be a fitting candidate for such a position of responsibility.
He's horrible with money.
Then let us see what the stars can tell us. Should Thomas Blagg, Dean of Rochester, be made the Bishop
No.
of Salisbury?
No, that's a big no. That's a big no from my side. The current young wit is not an honorable man. Blake is a frugal man of short fun. Young wit will be wise to compare with employing Dean Blake. Dean Blake has created a successfully stolen from the church. Financial deceit is being committed against the church. It's an emotional journey. Is questioning his written principle with shocking. No. Big. Let's go.
You must not grant Thomas Blagg the Bishopric of Salisbury, your grace, for it seems Dean Blagg has been embezzling from the church.
Exactly.
He has been removing cathedral furnishings, fine paintings, tapestries, candlesticks, and the like, and selling them for his own enrichment, or mayhap to pay off his personal debts.
Verily? Well, I do hear it remarked that the Rochester Cathedral has been looking a little
Yes, it has.
Mayhap I shall have my chaplain cast an eye over the cathedral account.
You should.
Before you leave, Your Grace, perchance I may broach a small matter of my own. Methinks you have the power to grant medical licenses, do you not? Although I am an experienced physician, you may have heard of my work during the plague of 1592, for instance, I am not technically licensed to practice medicine. It has been causing some administrative troubles of late.
Yeah.
I wonder if Your Grace might condescend to help me by...
You would have me grant you a medical license, would you? I suppose that might be arranged. Leave it with me, and I will have my chaplain look into it.
Hey.
Thank you heartily, Your Grace. Your Grace
Will you
is
look at that?
most generous.
It's working.